Welcome back, YouTubers. This is episode 6 of the Let's Play, and this episode we're going to be disembarking and going to explore a different island. Is there anything that I want to do before I leave this island? I can always come back. It's not very far away. But I don't really need to go to the tavern to get more alcohol because we have 182 turns of food. I don't need to trade stuff. There's nothing I really want, and not much for me to trade away either. We don't have any curses or injuries right now either. So I would say we're set. Let's go. So the action of disembarking or embarking takes up your whole movement points. Okay, so then we just sail. And we have come across this beautiful looking island. Let's see, it might be in pieces too. It might be kind of like an archipelago. Yeah, it looks like it is. Here's a bigger chunk of it. But hey, we could hop around. Another island over here is a different biome. So since we're here, I'll go ahead and tell you guys that this is the biome that the goblins live in. So through the fog of war, you could see the mushrooms and the puffs of smoke coming out. Alright. Looks bad, doesn't it? You wait to find some of your goods missing. Well, it looks bad, but for me this is actually a really good sign. These are special bandits. Sometimes you run into RNG bandits that take a bunch of stuff from you, but this is actually part of the main quest. Perception or hunter. We can track the thieves. Since we have a hunter, we don't even have to do a challenge for it, I guess. We found them automatically. We can get all the stuff that we lost back. A building seems to have appeared close to your location. Okay, another nice quest. This is the building that appeared in the distance. And guess who it is? You come across an impressive stone-built smithy standing proudly in the middle of nowhere. You'd swear you've passed here before and did not spot it. Outside stands a young shaven dwarf. Inside you see the outline of an older, bulkier fellow hammering away at the anvil. You also spot a large pile of rocks by the entrance. Let's speak to him. Oh, visitors. Splendid. I am Bodan, a master smith. Say, you haven't seen a couple of wee girls hiding somewhere or maybe doing some mischief? Can't say that I have. Oh, well, how would you feel about getting hired to find them, eh? Why? Well, you see, my daughter, she was asked me to babysit, and, well, I'm not as young as I look. I had me a wee nap. I wake up and puff, the little rascals are gone. And Chael here was no help either. He gives a dirty look towards the pile of rocks. Chael. Shh, not too loud. She's old and cranky. She's a rock troll, my best friend for a good few centuries now, but useless at babysitting, it seems. So, you're looking for dwarven girls? Not strictly, no. They are more rusalkas. Although I always say Anya has my chin, she does, and Eva has that strong arm any smith should have. In any case, they'd be two human-looking lasses, but I betcha they went to the caves, the misty swamp, or that blighted lake over there. You had children with a rusalka? So if you're a Thea 1 fan, I'm sure you would enjoy this quest. It isn't what you call conventional, sure, but you know how rare dwarf wives are. Well, no you don't. Not till you lived as long as me. In any case, yes, I married me Mariana. Well, I mean, she was tricked into it by us and Thea 1, and bound by demon law at first, but then we made it work. She's passed now, but our daughter is my greatest treasure, and her wee ones too. So, you're gonna look for them? No, because he wants us to look for them. He shows you his legs, and they are partly turned to stone. Like I said, I am not as sprightly as I look. Me and my wifey, we met back in the Awakening days long, long ago. Now I am slowly turning back to the stone I was carved from. Nature, but I really need my grandbaby safe. I will reward you well. Alright, we'll look for them for you. The Rusalka children may be here, or they may be in a different place. There's multiple quest markers that appear for that. We also need to get our stuff back, and that'll also be another quest marker. But it will be part of the main quest, so there'll be the star instead of the exclamation mark. hurricane engulfs you. Uh-oh. You find a crack in the earth where you can wait the hurricane out, but it will take effort to hold steady. So on the other islands, there's tougher stuff like this. That's just strictly bad. You don't get good stuff from it. It's basically just bad stuff happens. Shouldn't be too much trouble because our warrior is decently strong at this, and we can still do a bunch of hunters marking. But more importantly, I think we might actually want to just use a yeah, let's use a sneak attack. Let's hunters mark as well, because otherwise we're not going to be able to survive until we can kill him off. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so did some damage, and then my hit with the sneak attack, I'll hit him and kill him off. So at least this one won't do any damage for the second combat round. Good. Yeah, and we'll kill off the other rock. The rocks were huge, they were tough. The hourglass on the eye, not so much. Alright, let's do the same thing. Yeah, pretty easy. No more damage from these guys. You managed to stay in place and the hurricane passes, leaving some debris behind. So we do get some loot when we survive it. Topaz and sandstone. So, end of our turn, we'll get mushrooms. We get different types of food on the other islands as well. And the other people might as well cook something. We have other food types. I haven't cooked with nuts. There, another food type. You find the lake where Bodan's granddaughters may be hiding. You see several women dancing in the circle by the lake. There is a child sitting inside the circle, staring up in awe. The sweet melody of their song draws you in. So, we do have one female. We have our female child. We get a different option here. Or we can just follow the pretty song. You walk up to the girls and two of them turn to you startled. The third one continues her song and dance unperturbed. One of the two speaks up. Hey, you are not supposed to disturb us. Do we have to stop now? She asks the other, who shrugs and looks to the third, who is still ignoring the whole thing. Are you guys Eva and Anya, Bodan's granddaughters? Oh crap, Grandpa sent you? Just tell him to leave us be. We're exploring our roots, finding our true identity. He can't stop us, you know. Yeah, you guys don't look like children. Yeah, well, both Mom and him, they treat us like babies all the time. They're like so old and grumpy, they just don't get us. Anya's sister nods vigorously. The third Rusalka frowns and whispers something to the two sisters. Anya turns to you again. Oh, we have to go now. We must finish this dance properly, like. You best go. What is this dance? We met this nice demon lady here, and she said that because we're half-breeds, we need to prove we can be Rusalkas. Otherwise, we're no better than a befuddler bastard, whatever that means. So we have to try to make this child into one of us. Why has your mother not done this? Oh, Mom's more a dwarfed wife than she is a Rusalka, you know. She's like the dwarven heretic, teaches us to respect life and work with light, create things, and the demon world is dark and dangerous and seductive. She never even took us to the lake, lame. The sister nods vigorously again, but looks a bit unsure as if expecting her granddad or mom to pop out at any minute to scold her. So, your mom's a dwarf? Well, yeah. I mean, not physically, like, you know. She is shorter and stockier than us, and her uncles accepted her as one of the family. She says she has the stone heart and iron will of a true dwarf wife or whatever. And your father, the girls look sad. He died chasing some cultists decades ago, but he never told us to be dwarves, you know. He said we should follow our hearts like he and Mom did. So by the way, the Dwarven Smith from Thea 1 is the grandfather of these Rusalkas, so it seems 2 generations have passed between the Awakening and the Shattering. Alright, so we're gonna probably beat them up and take them back to Boden, because I know that we can succeed in this. I don't think we can beat the difficulty 5 mental. Auto-resolve doesn't think we can beat it, can it? It does, actually. But we'll do this, and we probably won't even take much damage, if any. Let's put out our guy with Strength of the Swarm first. We're going to put out our other mage that has a good AoE. Alright, we're going to put out our warrior. So now with his new armor, even though the armor's not very good, and his new greatsword, he is much stronger than before, much more useful. Put him out here. We'll put the hunter out as well for a nice sneak attack. So let's see what they do now. They played a 3rd copy of the same one, so this should be quite easy. She's using one of these target the entire battlefield except for herself moves. Rain of Frogs. So we actually want to make sure that we can kill this copy at least off. And I know that we will do that if we have one of the AoEs go before her. Remember, all our AoE is going to do triple damage because there's 3 clones of her out. But we have 3 AP. So what's that going to mean? What can you do? Perfect. You can lullaby. I don't care about the other 2, but you have to lullaby this one to make sure that doesn't go off. And you can use 2 AP to summon 2 skeletons that are decently strong. In fact, I'm pretty sure that actually the skeletons and the greatsword are going to kill her before the AoE magic even gets to happen. 29 shields. Now you're at 37 shields. Easy battle since we can just attack their hand after we kill the first one. We got robes. We still have naked villagers, so the robes are nice. Let's equip the robes on the Zerka, the scavenger. Alright. So we already found the 2 Rusalka children. So we don't really need to check the other area. But we can, just to do another battle and to get some more EXP and research points. You find a small abandoned house, most of it has collapsed. You see signs that someone tried to move the debris to get to something, but their efforts failed. Alright, let's move it ourselves. Can't auto-resolve it, but shouldn't be an issue if we do it ourselves. Okay, there we go. You managed to move the debris and find an old cellar. Perhaps this was once a hunter's lodge, as you find many trophies and leathers. Much of the equipment has rotted away, but some is salvageable. Alright, that's nice to get a bunch of herbs. Another level up. Very nice. I think our warrior is going to continue going with strength. I think that our Zerka would like to level up Inspire. Pretty powerful skill. And our hunter, well, no perception unfortunately. But does the +2 strength help you? I don't think it helps you too much. It raises your carrying capacity a little bit. We could do that. Destiny actually makes sneak attack better for the purple challenges though. Yeah, let's go with Destiny. And then Camille. have you go with mysticism. You're growing your mysticism faster, it seems, than your destiny. Alright, let's turn in this quest. The girls wanted to become true Rusalkas by drowning a child. Since they're part Rusalka, is that okay? Aye, I heard. Drowning little children, just like their grandma. You did the right thing beating some sense into their dense heads. Well, y'all be glad to know I aim to knock some sense into those dumb heads of theirs. There'll be no Rusalka business under my roof. Oh, and here, your reward is promised. Does somebody teach them about their heritage in a safer environment? What, like a nice way to be a water demon, eh? There ain't one. Their grandma drowned 3 of our wee ones before I talked some sense into her. Yikes. And I swore to my daughters those ones will stay away from that rubbish. They need to be done with the silliness and learn to live like the oddities we all are. That is that. Now, excuse me, but I need to knock some sense into some young minds. Take care of yourselves. Thank you. Alright, so we got some stuff. Nothing really that good. Oh, this crafting tool is quite nice, actually. This crafting tool is pretty good, too. Very heavy, but pretty good for a hybrid. Topaz mallet, probably not too useful. Weapons that are made out of gems, they usually have the plus damage instead of a damage multiplier. It still takes 0.2 of the stat, so strength in the case of this one, and then adds the static 9 damage. So if you have really high strength, then this is going to be really weak for you. If you have really low strength, then this is going to be strong for you. And the armor does help. Warrior's got a 15 armor. Let's put the 8 armor one on the Hunter, because you do have more carrying capacity than the other characters. Let's switch out this crafting tool that has more wisdom onto our scavenger so you can make better use of weakness. And let's put this crafting tool on the baby. I don't know if she can carry it. It is really light. There you go. And let's check what's over here. Alright. So this is the other quest point for the Rusalkas, the other possibility of where the children are hiding. And then this is where the bandits are. You can tell it's part of the main quest because of this star. Oof, a terrible storm with violent flashes of bright light catches you on the open road. Luckily, you see the ruins of an old manor house, perhaps even a small castle bit back in the day. Its walls are sturdy enough to give good shelter. I think, like, we might be able to gain some stats if we brave the storm, but we would also lose a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sure. Take cover. You hide in the old ruins and the storm rages outside, yet does not enter this place. However, you hear a forceful, bellowing voice. This is my home. How dare you intrude? Who is speaking? I only wish shelter. I am Chort. I am the master here. Go now before you bear my anger. What's a Chort? I am me. I think we'll offer our companionship. It's the easiest one, so we'll just do that one. We can auto-resolve it. The Chort is bewitched by our song and music. Wonderful. Will you not teach me how to play? Okay, sure, why not? And he gives us some stuff. Some pretty useless jewelry. This one is a little bit better shields. More of the main quest is triggering, guys. As you recover from yet another nasty tremor and look around in the debris for useful resources, you spot an odd-looking man sitting behind a table, surrounded by all sorts of strange contraptions, scrolls, vials, and tools. Alright, we'll talk to him. You approach the man and he looks up at you, puzzled, then looks around for a bit and mumbles. Damned mercs, one tremor and they run off. What? I mean, how can I help you? So, what are you doing here? Actually, let's ask who he is. I am the alchemist, or so they call me. In truth, alchemy is but one of my many talents. A Renaissance scholar, that's what I am. What's a Renaissance? Never mind, it's a thing from my dreams. I am a learned man. In the days before the dark we were aplenty, but these days we are few. For our part in the whole darkness disaster, it has become somewhat of an unpopular career choice. Alright, so what are you doing here in the aftermath of a tremor with all this equipment? Well, I am measuring the tremors, the strength, how long they last, the frequency with which they occur, trying to pinpoint the epicenter, you see. And why are you doing this? Like finding patient zero, I suppose. That is, a person who fell ill first, or in this case, a place, perhaps. That is the thing that began the disaster. Be it disease, curse, act of the gods, they all tend to have a beginning. Like the burning of the cosmic tree that brought about the darkness centuries ago, yes? So, tell us about this burning tree. Well, the not so reputable history of my profession. The long and short of it is that scholars meddled with the ways of the gods, thought to rid us of all magic, bring about an age of reason. Only they didn't account for the gods having an actual world-saving job too. Yeah, we remember those bastards from that tower, Thea 1. The cosmic tree, you see, is the core that makes our Slavic gods divine. Its roots hold the key to the underworlds. The trunk gives connection to the mortal realms, and the crown, well, that keeps the darkness in check. The tree burnt, the age of darkness consumed us until the awakening. The awakening? So, why are you investigating the tremors? Does this have to do with the tree again? No, not directly, I would imagine, but something shattered the earth, and while we survived, the shaking is getting more frequent. I fear we may yet face extinction if we do nothing. How do you plan to stop it? Me? Oh gods, no. You will, or won't. That will be your choice once more, I suppose, as the wheel must turn. Great. I am merely taking measurements, looking for clues, and happy to share them. So, why do you say that about me? I am a learned man, I just know these things. Demand a true answer. I'm sure it's because we're the chosen. He goes quiet for a time, murmurs something under his breath, and replies, I am a scholar, yes, but no stranger to the ways of fate. I see many things, and many are so confusing. Past, present, future. Possibilities spilling over and over. And I saw you come to me, and I see you as you are, chosen or what have you. Not merely by your gods, for with those I squabble a lot, but by fate. Now enough of my ramblings, no? Okay, you got any real clues? I am close, but I need to take measurements from within a cave, and it seems occupied by bandits. A large cohort uninterested in the fate of the world, you see. How do we get in there? Well, the way I see it, there are a few ways to deal with it. One, try to parley with the lot. An awful idea if you ask me, but who knows. Second's obvious, but not my cup of tea. Brute force. And then there's always other ways, like I heard the scavengers who live nearby hate the bandits, a feud amongst rabble, huh? Perhaps use that? So, we need to get rid of the bandits from the cave, or convince them to let you set up camp. Yes, your grasp of the finer details is impressive. I should also say I tried asking them. Got myself robbed, beaten, and barely escaped my life. Just so you know the sort you're dealing with, if you choose to help, that is. Alright, I'll look into it if I can. Let's be nonchalant. Let's choose the nonchalant answer. And nice, we get another level up. So, this girl hopefully becomes a witch, because we got mysticism on her before. So let's get Destiny. That's also one of the magical stats. And that's actually really good. Sometimes that part of the main quest has some issues. They might have actually just fixed that with the last patch, that's why we got it so early on, but in the earlier patches, sometimes it took like hundreds of turns for that part of the quest to trigger. So, this is good. Alright, let's go down to these bandit, the ones that stole our equipment. It's actually not a bandit. Spoilers. You track the thieves to this location and find an old abandoned ruin of a house. As you come in closer, you sense the unmistakable presence of a demon here. Hello. A creature lurks under the remains of the front door. He skulks at you, then repeats in a mocking tone, Hello there, creature. I wish you no harm. Let's talk. He must be one of those demons. Yeah, he's one of the demons that mimics us. The Hahalex? Alright, so we know some demon lore, so we can speak the words, I curse you thrice, I bless you twice, and so I pay the speaker's price. Be free to speak to me. We'll do this. We can auto-resolve this one. The demon lets out a sigh of great relief, but he still looks nervous. You called the lore, I am unbound for now. Speak quickly, for it does not last much. Do you mean long? The creature shrugs. I meant much, but long will be. What do you want of it? We want our things back. If I did, I cannot say. I do what I don't, I am bound. I think he's saying that if he stole our stuff, he cannot say. Let's just go ahead and get all our stuff back. he does return everything. You take stolen goods you find inside the house. There's some extra, clearly taken from others. You see a lot of torn out feathers and fur and specks of blood in the house. And when you look at the haha life, you see it does look very patchy. We got all that stuff that they stole back. And it was a lot of stuff. Alright, so we got our things back. We won't kill you, demon, but you better not steal from us again. Cannot promise. Don't worry, he's not coming back. Alright. And we also found the Goblin Village. The Spirit Talkers are the Goblin Village. They'll have kind of unique faction name. Pretty cool. Spirit Talkers are the Goblins. The Dwarves are called the Earthbound. But I won't spoil it all for you. Alright, so this other part of the island appears disconnected. But if the village is on this part of the island, then that's probably the most important part. It could be connected down here, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and end the turn. We could actually go in here, just to clear it. Find the cave where Anya and Eva may be hiding. Well, we know they're not there, because we already found them, according to their grandfather Bodan. Go in. You find that the cave is abandoned, no recent activity. But as luck has it, you discover a hidden chamber and some long-lost loot within it. Cool, cool. Alright, so another scroll and some more fur leather. The scroll, I believe, is an upgrade for the child. Well, the skeletons are probably still going to be 1 HP skeletons, but Lullaby plus 7 is better than Lullaby plus 3.4. So we'll give it to her. Alright. Well, why don't we go talk to the Spirit Talkers? You stink bad. You know friends of ours. Go away. Okay, so apparently they're not friendly with us. Before I try to commit to doing a difficulty 4 mental challenge, I want to make sure we're prepared. I think that we're a bit weak on the mental side right now. So sometimes they start the game unfriendly to you, I guess. Sometimes they start the game neutral towards you. But it seems that, unfortunately, we're not able to talk to them right now or interact with the village. Here is the Bandit Cave that we need to go to for the main quest. But let's just explore a little bit. This is yeah, it's not connected to the other part of the island, unfortunately. Okay, we'll gather some mushrooms. Pickles or rollada? Somebody cook some rollada. Oop, only have enough for 1. So Laszlo, you can do this one. Yes, Dimoslav and Ustka. And you know what? I want to make mushroom and mushroom. There are plenty of these pickles. Let's have them go in here and make 4 of these. Got some good chefs on our team now. Alright, so we gotta fight these things. We can auto-resolve it now. I think we fight some more. Auto-resolve some more. Can we auto-resolve this one? Can we? I'm not quite sure. Let's just do this fight. The enemies are getting a little bit tougher, right, because we're on a different island. The Goblin Island happens to be the easiest island other than the starting one. This is why I took us here for the Let's Play. It was also really close, so it was convenient. The islands do spawn in a random kind of configuration. Alright. So they used Inspire and this guy instead of playing out another guy. I guess they still could play out another guy. They could still play out a copy of this other weaker guy. Actually, that's not true. No, that's not true, because they used the Inspire skill with 2 AP. Alright, we'll just summon some skeletons just to be meat shields up here in front. And this should be not an issue at all. Awesome. Okay. So, remember, Lightbringer spawns are very difficult to clear, but we can clear the spider's lair. And we can get these ruins too, so let's do that. Let's clear the spider's nest. I think that I'm going to do a magic YouTube auto-resolve. Alright, there's the end of that battle. Got a bunch of meat. An artifact. Pretty useless, actually, but we can trade it for decent value. And we got some ancient wood, some dryad wood. So you can see the rewards are getting a little bit better. As they should for the harder monsters. We can also move into these ruins. You discover a goblin cemetery. Despite its first appearance, this seems to be an old dwarven burial ground, an unusual find. You spot a rugged group of grave robbers who got here before you. We'll probably just kill them for their loot. But let's see. What do we do if we talk to them? Alright, so we no longer have the option to betray them and fight them, actually, so we're going to talk to them. I guess there's a lot of looting to do here. We go that way, you go there. Alright. Somehow we got a spiritual curse on Ustka. That's pretty bad. Because that actually makes it so she can no longer get the witch option. 3.6 is not 4, so she might lose the ability to grow up into a witch because of this curse. By the way, we can also socialize with the goblins, but let's not take time doing that. What we're going to do is go up to that part of the main quest, I think, so we can proceed. Alright. But guys, I think that is the end of our 6th episode then. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Click like, click subscribe. Also, let me know what you think so far. Let me know if you enjoy the style that I'm doing the Let's Plays in. And I'll see you for the next one.